Hello, infidels. This is the Bohemian theologian. I'm going to play a song here for you. But before that, the topic today is a topic called the Immaculate Conception. And I got canceled on a Facebook thread because of it. I think it was yesterday. Partly I brought it on myself. I'll explain that in a minute. But you will know what the Immaculate Conception is after this video. It's unique to one specific church, although there's hints of it in other churches, but I'll share that in a minute. I'm the Bohemian theologian. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like the breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. And then there is a young cowboy who lives on the range. Horse and his cattle are his only companions. Works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft but is clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Let me go down in my dream and rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. So before I finish it, the Immaculate Conception, what is it? Okay, now for you Protestants out there, Paul makes it clear in Romans that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Nobody can argue with that. However, in the Catholic Church, there is an allowance for the Blessed Virgin Mary. She was a sinner too, but by a special grace from God, before she was conceived, she was cleansed of sin. Just for her. Why? Because she would become the mother of Jesus, which theologically as well as the mother, she's also called the Theotokos, the mother of God, because she's a mother of a person, Jesus. Not just human nature, but an actual person. So the church fathers came to the conclusion she could have the title Theotokos, which is the mother of God. And the Orthodox, the East, are fine with that. Most Protestants wouldn't be fine with it. Catholics think that's great. But Catholics take everything a step further in regards to Mary and the Immaculate Conception. I can't, the Eastern Orthodox come as close to the Catholics as possible. Where I've read, some of them believe she was cleansed of sin when Gabriel came, and when Jesus was actually conceived. That's when Mary was cleansed of all sin. There's some debate in the Orthodox circles, and even I've read some Orthodox, a minority could accept the Immaculate Conception, but their view of original sin is a little bit different than the Catholic view of original sin. So it's part of it is the best way to say it in order to make peace is to say that there's some theological differences. I don't think we need to die on this hill. But anyway, in my Facebook thread, it was with some Eastern Orthodox, and they were talking about Augustine, and they were saying how much they love Augustine, and all I did, I presented an argument. If you really loved Augustine, you would accept more of his ideas on original sin, and then you would accept the Immaculate Conception, because, like I said, most Orthodox don't accept the Immaculate Conception. So we went back and forth, and there was a little bit of a misunderstanding, and I got canceled. It's the first time I got canceled. Now, I have a ton of Facebook friends. Most of them are, they're strangers, a lot of them, but we have faith in common, and there have been some really tough threads, but I've yet to cancel anyone because of a theological difference. But what happened was another person got involved and just really thought that my motives weren't pure. So, he suggested that this guy's just here to cause problems. That really wasn't the case, although I can see perhaps where they came up with that. But later on, like I said, on another thread, I made a really positive remark regarding the author of the thread. I got canceled, and he gave me a thumbs up. So, we made peace in the relationship. But, I do believe in the Immaculate Conception, so that makes me Catholic. See, you don't want to say you're Catholic, and because I'm Catholic, I have to believe in the Immaculate Conception. It should be the reverse. You should come to these certain conclusions, like Mary's the Theotokos, the Mother of God, or Mary is conceived without sin. And then after you come to that conclusion, then you realize, hey, this makes me Catholic, and then so, I guess I should start going to the Catholic Church because I'm more Catholic than I am Protestant now. And Eastern Orthodox and Catholic do have a lot in common. They're I love some of the theology in Eastern Orthodoxy. I even mentioned that in my last video with God and nature. They do a great job with that. But they fall a little bit short, in my opinion, on things like the Eucharist and the Blessed Virgin. They believe the same, but they're just not. They're more sober. They don't like to go out, define certain things, and go out on a limb on certain doctrines. For example, the Immaculate Conception. And part of that is their view of original sin. It's softer than an Augustinian view. And so it's interesting. It's good study. It's definitely good study. And but here on the Bohemian Theologian, you're going to get the Protestant view. You're going to get the Catholic view. You're going to get the Eastern Orthodox view, and then we could even go into like a progressive view, which that's a whole nother thing. Here we are in Holy Week, and a lot of the progressives, they don't really even believe that Jesus physically rose from the dead, because they're so progressive. They've talked some of them right out of the faith, but there's a lot of great mystics. progressive mystics that I do enjoy, and that can help motivate your life, you know. So this is so that's about all I got to say here. I'm gonna now the 1st of December is covered with snow. So from Stockbridge to Boston, the Berkshires seem dreamlike. Counter that frosting with 10 miles behind me, 10,000 more to go. Now I have to do a little bit of this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Great and mighty is the Lord our God. Great and mighty is He. Great and mighty is the Lord our God. Great and mighty is He. Lift up His banner, let the anthems ring. Praises to our King. Great and mighty is the Lord our God. Great and mighty is He. Have a great day. This is the Bohemian Theologian.